Man, sometimes, when we live this life, we choose to pay attention to things that actually destroy and hurt and fraud ourselves from what we came to this lifetime to harvest or have as a revelation. So we start to create fears around these things of going or thinking otherwise, or let's just say thinking to get outside of Jesus. As soon as you think about leaving the church, as soon as you think about leaving the mosque, you have their education system, their programming, which is basically just like a golem over your head, like a spaceship, like an orb over your head inside of you and shit like that. That's attached to you. That's stealing your energy, your chi, your life force, which is just your ability to manifest experiences, people, places, and things like that. Be able to engage with the ether as far as you being a unit that's part of God, as far as you creating electromagnetic waves to show God what you want to be sent back in your magnetic field and things like that. So basically, the cycle of yin and yang and shit like that. So in this reality, we choose sometimes to pay attention to some very, very negative stuff mentally and hurt ourselves and, punish ourselves. Like, we have like a very bad way of processing reality. We have a very negative, low view of ourselves sometimes. I'm talking about myself, because I'm self reflecting when I'm making these videos, right? I'm always talking about myself and what I went through and what did I see in it to correct it as far as starting to build a new process around dealing with that situation, person, place, or thing. So I don't have to fall into the pit hole of, oh, I'm doing the same thing, and then because you don't want to become one of these old grumpy people that's always always pissed off. That's why you always see grandma or grandpa was always pissed off because it's some shit that they wanted to do that they never accomplished, but due to their self-image, due to their mental stinking thinking, due to their mental attitude, due to the energies that was curating in their mind, that's what God gave them. Because whatever you think and feel about and you put in your mind, whatever you pay attention to, because attention is your currency, and you don't just only pay attention with these eyes externally. You can pay attention to a monkey with your eyes. You can listen to your friend talk at the same time. So these are all different ways that we absorb and process information and be able to create some kind of value out of that, or transmute that into something, right? It's just like we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide, I think, maybe, or some other shit. Anyways, you get the point. I'm saying, still a smart nigga though. Don't ever get it twisted. The point is that we always are transmuting reality around the shape and form that we want it. So this is morphology. This is the ability to morph reality according to how you see it in your mind and be able to produce the temperament, the energy that you want to produce. When you understand the geometric field, when you understand, it's deep, but at the same time, it's not deep. You just have to pay attention to the thing that you want to see, the thing that you want to bring about in your life. And like I said in my last videos, you gotta see that in your mind, be able to have the vision and bring the vision to the now. So that's like you being able to water, being able to baptize yourself, wash your mind with it as if the vision is available now. Like now you have it, not tomorrow, not next week. Because the church and Islam want motherfuckers to wait till they die to have what they want. Like you want to have, you in Islam right now, you're waiting to be going to your desires when you go to heaven or whatever. Have as many women as you want. Whatever, man, nigga, just do that now. What the fuck, bro? Who said that organ or that area is not even gonna look different in that place or person, place or thing or body that you're going to? You know what I'm saying? Who says you're gonna even have that? The fuck? So you might as well just do all that shit now, because you see your pastor at the back of the church, hopping in the back of the Bentley, hopping in the back of, you know what I'm saying, hopping in the back of the Beamer, whipping fast at the church, because he got the whip. You know what I'm saying? Got a big old cross in the middle of the car. Praise Jesus. Thanking you for your donation. Keep coming back, brother. Your blessing is coming next Sunday. So nah, I'm not waiting next Sunday. I'm not waiting till next week. I'm not waiting till, uh, Pete James comes back, or, I'm saying, Marilyn Monroe or whoever. I'm getting what I'm getting now because I'm going to make a decision. And I highly recommend that you come on this journey to make a clear, wise, decisive decision that is based on your design, that's based on what God has implemented in you. Because when you understand what God has placed and gifted you to be, when you understand the light and the darkness of your gift, you're gonna marvel, you're gonna wonder, you're gonna be like, I don't think this is what I want to do anymore. You're gonna be like, because the truth, man, Let me tell you something about the truth. The truth hurts like a bitch. It hurts hard when you figure this shit out. Hey, like the Bible says, man. I think the Bible had this one verse in it. It was like, you're gonna be hurt or some shit like that. But then after that, you're gonna marvel. You're going to be, you're gonna be creating all types, generating all types of wonders, because now you have figured it out. Now you have been imparted with the truth. Now you have been gifted. You've understood your gift. You've understood your authenticity. Now you understand to go back to yourself. You understand that you are the way already. You don't need to go sit somewhere on the Sunday, pretend you the first person in church. You thinking like, God is about to lift you, like Enoch out of the motherfucking waters or whatever, in a tornado, in a whirlwind. Now that shit is real. But that's just talk about the DNA, unraveling your DNA and shit like that. Now that's real. But you gotta understand the allegory behind it and things like that. So whenever, man, that's the thing. That's why they got all these people's attentions. Man, whatever pain, problem, issue, whatever you're dealing with that keeps manifesting again and again, that acidic thought, that's so implanted in your magnetic field, in your yin realm, that keeps echoing and it creates a ripple across your whole body. Whatever that mentality is, you have to understand that's a little imp, and that's not even the real dude. That's not even the big disposition. That's not even that real nigga. That's not even like, Big Papa and Big Mama. It's a little imp right there. That's not big homie himself. So that's why when you understand whatever you're dealing with personally in your life, that energy signature, a lot of people is sharing that energy signature as well. And based on that energy signature, whatever that our location of our view or our feeling in the wheel, we're going to be looking at things from a certain relativity perspective, because relative positions are relative to one another. If you want to make a triangle, if you want to make a square, anytime you want to make a building structure, anytime you want to make a framework of thought, anytime you make a theology, a theodicy, is a frame of thinking, there's a frame of thought to it. So it's built, it's structured. It's not just so, you could make it, out of the, straight up out of the mouth type of shit. But at the same time, when you understand what you're really doing, you're able to put this shit in an automated system, and you're able to teach other people how to do it too. And you're almost able to, answer all prayers. You know how to come in all forms. So it's like, even when a person, man, it's just, life is so crazy, because a lot of the problems that people are dealing with in life, literally, you're just dealing with the little imp. That little imp is connected to Big Papa. That little imp works for Big Papa, and Big Papa is, you know what I'm saying? Is a real dude, that somewhere interdimensionally, that's harvesting all this energy for they project, for they family, for they network. Weird shit. So, yeah, man, I would just recommend people start learning themselves. Like, stop paying attention to that negative shit, because you don't really understand even what you're feeding. You don't really understand what you're giving energy to. If people actually understood the truth, damn, bro, I don't think the world would be able to function for, a little bit. It would be just a shockwave. Like, the truth would destroy a lot of people's lives, but it would also rebuild a lot of people's lives and shit like that. So, that's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just sitting back with my popcorn, watching this big Marvel movie getting ready to happen, and because you don't want to be somebody that's trapped in one of those fears and those phobias, because when you have that, you're gonna attract that. You're gonna create the situation for that thing to happen, because you are literally in that energetical space, and other people can see that you're in that, and so you're gonna attract situations, people, places, and things to feed off of that, or synchronize with that, or harmonize with that, whatever it is you got. If you got fear, doubt, you're gonna attract fear and doubt. If you got worry, all that, you're gonna attract that. So that's the thing. So you gotta literally be able to deflect the fiery darts of the devil in your mind, in every part of your mind, in every part, and your whole body is a mind. Your gut is a mind. Your heart is a mind. All these things is minds. So you got to be able to deflect all those fiery darts and things like that. and by taking care of yourself, taking care of yourself mentally. That's why you need to invest in whatever shape, form of resources, associations and things like that to get yourself to where you're trying to get to. Because nobody's stupid. Whatever you're paying attention to, you're paying attention to it for a reason, and you need to understand what that reason is. Honestly, analyze it, intellectualize it a little bit, but honestly, just feel it, process it, let it go. Because you intellectualize it. What I mean by that, I don't mean just sit there and you know, write some mathematical equation about it. You can, and that's powerful too. And I can get to that in another video. But you're gonna be able to look at, saying, just process it, let it go, feel the disappointment. Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, I acknowledge that I'm worried, but you know what? I also acknowledge that if I'm worried, I can also feel excitement, because whatever form of thing that you are creating, there's an opposition to it, and when you create that opposition, you can deflect it by kind of using its opposite energy, fire, water. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So yeah, because the polarity is important. Understanding polarities is important too, even in astrology. It's just to make a point, Aries, let's say the first house, about initiating individuality, their own way, point of view, and seeing, and things like that. Cardinal fire, versus its opposite house, Libra, which is basically initiating, building, and structuring relationships, and I'm saying, it's about marriage and shit like that. So you got to structure, so you can't necessarily see how you want to see in a marriage, things like that. You have to kind of balance with your partner and shit like that, as far as a point of view. So certain things, well, I guess some people say certain things you can and can't do, whatever. But it's up to you how you structure your personal relationships in life. So those things would be like opposites. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like oil and juice or some shit like that. Whatever the example was, in regard to oil and water. Oil and water don't mix. I think that's the one. So yeah, that's the thing. Certain things don't mix. And sometimes when you're coming from your space, other people might view your energy or view you as toxic and things like that, but it's really just an unknown energy to that relative positions, or however you went about formulating yourself and structuring yourself in that particular situation that need a review. So there's always a speculative and an objective side of it, and you need to be able to analyze them both with the ability to process your reality and not be processed by your reality, because the reality is going to process you. Like I said earlier, Christianity, Islam, all these religions are just ways to process which you are not able to process, aka carry your mental luggage until it's not there anymore, until you're not here anymore, and you're still in the same relative position in your astral space, in your space and time that you was in previously. So you literally didn't move nowhere. That's why it's metaphysics. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in another video. Real shit.